Hi everyone, and welcome to my first attempt at creating a series of videos about things that I enjoy. Right now the things I enjoy enough to want to create videos about are board games, so away we go. First game I'm going to talk about is Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride is, wait, this isn't going to work. I think we need like a proper intro sequence to start things off right, don't we? Fine, let's try this. So, Ticket to Ride. Why am I choosing Ticket to Ride as my first video review? The main reason is that it's what most people would consider to be a gateway game, which is to say that it's a step above the usual Monopoly, Risk, Candyland stuff that we all grew up with, and offers someone not well versed in worker placement mechanics, economic engines, prestige points, and little wooden cubes, a glimpse of the exciting world that modern board games have to offer, such as worker placement mechanics, economic engines, prestige points, and little wooden cubes. So what is it about this game that makes it such a good intro game? Three things really: attractive components, easy rules, and interesting decisions. And we'll cover those things right now. So what's in the box? You've got a board, some trains, some cards, and a rulebook. The cards come in two kinds, cars and tickets. And the rulebook is pretty easily laid out, but you won't really need it because I'm going to tell you exactly how the game plays right now. Ticket to Ride looks like a train game, but it's actually a set collection game. On the board are cities, and these cities are connected to each other by colored routes. Your goal is to collect cards that match these colored routes in order to claim them for yourself and score points. Longer routes give you more points. On your turn, you can either draw cards, claim a route, or draw tickets. Next to the board are 5 face-up cards and a face-down deck. If you choose to draw cards, you get to take up to 2 cards from either the face-up group, the deck, or one from each. You can look at the card you draw from the deck before deciding, and the card you draw from the face-up group gets replaced before you have to draw again. So you get to re-examine your situation in between draws. These locomotive cards are wild cards, so they count as 2 cards if you draw them from the face-up group. This means it's possible to get really lucky and draw up to 2 from the face-down deck. That's always a good time. With no hand limit, you'll build up quite a collection, which you then use to claim a route. To claim a route, you just put down cards in a color and amount matching the route you want to claim, and put your little trains in the spots. Longer routes score you more points, so sometimes it's good to save up. But don't spend too much time hoarding cards, because someone else may claim the route you're looking for. That can be bad because of destination tickets. If you choose to draw tickets, then you draw 3 and keep at least 1. These are what make the game interesting. Everyone starts with at least one of these, and they require you to connect 2 cities on the map. The farther away from each other they are, the more points you get. But if you don't connect them by the end of the game, you lose those points instead. They give you a nice set of goals to work toward, but if you telegraph it too much, then you could end up getting blocked and having to eat those points in the end. So that's the game. Draw cards, claim routes, and try to complete your tickets. The game ends when someone gets to 2 trains or less in their stock, and everyone gets a last turn after that. There are bonus points for having the longest uninterrupted route, and the one with the most points wins. So what do I think? Like I said before, I think it's a great way to introduce people to this brave new world of board gaming without drowning them in cardboard pieces. If you're like me, though, you'll start to lose interest after a while in search of something with a bit more meat on its bones. But that's not to say it's not a good game for what it is. My wife loves it, and that's totally understandable. There's a lot to like. There's the satisfaction of crisscrossing the country with your trains and being able to mentally check off each completed ticket. You can play competitively in cutthroat style, blocking each other at every turn, or you can play a more hands-off approach and just see who's better at completing tickets and collecting sets. Really though, I can't think of a single person who wouldn't enjoy this game at least a little bit. Well, maybe a few people. You don't want to be like them, do you?